of intelligence, true energy by the sheer dead weight of the masses. In other words, it was possible there for the small class of Jewish, hidden in the British people, to manipulate the broad masses with playful ease, in such a way that the latter, unaware of whom they were obeying, surreyed the purposes of this small class there with press propaganda and control of information. It was possible to found the prototypical large parties. Even back then, there were always 2 or 3 groups that appeared to be fighting against each other, but in reality, we're all hanging on a gold thread, and everything was adjusted to a peculiar human characteristic. That man gets tired of something he has had for a long time. He wants something new, and so 2 parties were needed. One of them rules and the other one forms the opposition. When one party is played out, the opposition party comes to power, and the played out party now takes its turn as the opposition. After 20 years, the new party becomes played out, and the game repeats itself anew. In reality, this is certainly an ingenious mill in which the interests of a nation are ground down. As is well known, such a thing is called self-government of a people. In the process, we always find 2 main buzzwords: freedom and democracy as figureheads. Freedom is understood to mean, at least among the authoritative bodies that actually govern, the possibility of plundering the broad masses without limits or resistance. The masses themselves, of course, believe that freedom means the exercise of a very particular freedom of movement, both freedom of movement of the tongue and freedom to move about the streets. It's a bitter deception. On the whole, we can say that England as well as France put on the chains of slavery already back then with the bronze firmness. These states are in Jewish chains as long as the Jew himself does not feel the necessity and expediency of a change in this condition. This change will also occur there in the foreseeable future. Now, what is the difference between this Western Europe on the one hand and Eastern and Central Europe on the other? Here, industrialization did not happen as quickly. The masses streamed more slowly from the static countryside into the cities. Only slowly did the large cities develop here, and it took a long time for a 4th estate to form in Germany as well. In addition to this, there was the fact that both in the East and in Germany, the presence of the Jew was constantly felt by the broad masses because of his greater numbers, so that the whole people had an inner instinctive aversion to him among all classes. But most are on the peasant, the worker, and the honest petty bourgeois. On the other hand, a part of our own aristocracy and a certain circle of merchants to whom a merchant, to whom money and gold or everything were the most quickly corrupted. If political contamination was already more difficult to be continued,